Good day to you. My name is Chelsey. Welcome. If you're new here, I created this channel to share my experiences through my breast cancer journey, as well as share where I'm at now as a breast cancer survivor. And if you haven't met her yet, this is Lily. She is our Min Pin Beagle mix who usually likes to snore her way through most of my videos. So today I'd like to talk about one of the big questions I had when starting chemotherapy, which was, when is my hair going to fall out? Along with sharing when I lost my hair, I'm going to share how I decided to tackle the process, what it felt like, what it looked like, and when I decided to finally shave my head. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope that this helps you in some way. I'm someone who has always enjoyed doing their hair. I usually kept it colored quite dark, but I wouldn't say that I really had a big attachment to my hair. My hair is quite fine, and I always felt like it was a little bit lackluster. However, the thought of losing it and becoming bald was daunting. So one of the things that I did to kind of make the process a little more fun was a succession of haircuts that I had always wanted to try, but never really got around to doing it because they were shorter than I was comfortable doing. So I found that that really helped kind of make some fun out of the process that was a little bit unnerving. The chemotherapy that I started with, I had two. The first one I had was Taxol. After my first chemotherapy, it didn't do anything to my hair. I didn't have any more thinning or falling out that I noticed. After my second chemotherapy, which was 2 weeks later, the day after that, I woke up in the morning and I remember that I was getting ready to go meet a friend for coffee. And I had a shower, and I remember when I was washing my hair, I brought my hands down and there it was. There was a lot of hair in my hands. And even though I knew this moment was coming and I thought that I was prepared, I wasn't. I had an extended shower that day and I did cry. I cried into the water, I cried into the shower, and I just spent some time just mentally processing what this meant, how it felt, and it took me by surprise. I don't know if anything I'm going to say can help you prepare for this moment. I think knowing when it might happen can be helpful, but it really it's going to be a different experience for everybody. So anyways, that day after my extended shower, I got out, I got dressed in an outfit that made me feel empowered. I did my hair, I did my makeup, and I put on some high-heeled boots and I went out on that coffee. I just decided to take the world on that day, and it felt good. Moving forward, I decided not to shave my head right away because I was actually quite curious what the hair loss would look like moving forward. So prior to my diagnosis, I was a full-time teacher and I was teaching a hairstylist trade program for 10 years before that. So I was really quite interested in what the hair loss process would look like and feel like. So I just let my hair do its thing for the next 2.5 weeks. And what I noticed was that I had generalized thinning everywhere. It didn't necessarily come out in clumps, though when I ran my hands through my hair, it seemed like it did because there was a lot of hair on my hands. If I used a comb, there was a lot of hair on my comb, but I did cut my hair quite short. It was actually pretty much this short at that time. and then I ended up cutting it even shorter before I shaved it. I was really interested to find out that along with the generalized thinning, it was almost thinning backwards, like my forehead started to recede more quickly than the back. And it kind of hurt, which I didn't really understand until I'd experienced it myself. It was like my scalp was really sensitive. So sleeping on the pillow, putting on a toque and moving those hairs around, it was almost like when you have a flu or a cold and your body is just like, if anything touches it, it's just like uncomfortable, like you don't want to move. And that's what my scalp felt like. So as I mentioned, about 2.5 weeks later, so this was now after my third chemotherapy, my third Taxol, a half a week after that, it was time. I decided that I was ready to shave my head. And that was a really big decision. I felt very mixed and conflicted about making that choice. I remember feeling like I didn't want the cancer to be in control, to make me do something I didn't want to do. But then I realized no matter what I decided to do, whether I decided to keep my hair and watch it continue to thin, or I decided to shave it, those are both my choice. So I decided that I was ready. It was a really big moment, and to be honest, it was so empowering. When I saw myself bald for the first time, I was shocked, but honestly, I felt beautiful. I just felt like it was just me. Without hair, I just felt like this is me. There's no cover up. I'm completely exposed. And in that moment, I felt beautiful. So I hope this helps you in some way. As you can see, I'm still kind of getting emotional, and it's now 3 years later. But I'm actually happy that I went through that experience. It gave me the courage to try shorter hairdos, and I've never had my hair this short in my life prior to when I lost my hair. And as I mentioned, it's 3 years later, and I still have my hair short, and I feel like it suits me. So without this experience, I never would have known that. And I grew a lot as a person through losing my hair, through being bald. And not that I wish it on you, there are blessings and lessons and just empowering feelings to take from that experience. So sending lots of love to you. I hope this was helpful. If you'd like to continue with me on this journey through sharing my experiences in the past as well as my experiences currently, I welcome you to subscribe to my channel. I send you so much love today. Take care of yourself, friends, and I'll see you next time.